Hi, my name is Cheryl Camarillo, and I thought today that I would actually go through some of the information that one of my groups put together. The discussion was challenges for sobriety, and this was supposed to be a list of things that were warning signs or red flags if they were getting ready to experience some kind of trigger for either infidelity or sex and porn addiction. So one of the tells for them included when they found themselves isolating away from people, the tendency for loneliness can set off a bout of sadness that a lot of times leads to self soothing by way of problematic sexual behavior. Another trigger um, for clients is actually advertisements when they're watching TV or they are actually going to movies or they're online. All of those things can serve to have random pop up scenes that include adult scenes. There we go. Um, More specifically, they talked about social media that sometimes when they're trying to use Reddit or some of the other social medias in a responsible way, they will get a random picture that causes them to start having fantasies. So that means that they actually have to stop using social media again. They usually have like a 30 days of no Instagram, no TikToks or Facebooks where there's going to be the possibility of finding inappropriate pictures. Another way that an individual might sense that they're having a challenge to their sobriety includes having boundary issues. Maybe if there's like been rules that have been set, like you are not supposed to take your phone into areas where you might have had some of your activity. That would include leaving your phone outside the restroom or not carrying the phone into the bedroom. Another example would be starting to set up private browsers again. A trigger for sobriety concerns includes boredom. When you don't have anything to do, your brain has neural pathways that have already established an activity, which means to act out. So, another tell or red flag for sobriety concerns include limited interactions with God. So, if you have a strong relationship, there seems to be like a slipping away, maybe not attending church or not participating in prayer if that was their normal way of connecting with their spiritual side, not being open to anybody. So that would be trying to remain guarded, not share things with people because they are still invested in having secretive behavior. One individual gave an example of noticing a girl in the workplace and checking in on maybe some of her social media. That is a tell for him. Um, when they're in a public setting where there's a lot of females who are dressed maybe very suggestively, there will be this tendency to have second looks, which is a trigger for a partner. So they're very aware that that's one of those areas they need to keep under control. Another challenge to sobriety is if there's family trauma. When there's a lot of chaos going on, the individual starts to carry a load of stress, and one of the ways that they used to cope is to act out. Another red flag that someone might say is a concern is if you're feeling more and more defensive, you find all kinds of reasons to argue your point, um, or maybe getting easily offended. Another challenge to sobriety includes being on electronics too long. Concerns can also be made when you are not taking care of things like exercising regularly, sleeping an appropriate number of hours at night, and also eating healthy. If there's a tendency to start seeking out junk food again, that would be a concern. So, those are a list of my examples identified by clients who are struggling with this kind of behavior. You can call them red flags, you can call them potential triggers, or you can say that those are tells. A lot of it has to do with if you're studying circles, there's inner circle behaviors, which are actually acting out. There's middle circles for which some of these behaviors can be considered there. And then there's outer circle behaviors. And those are the things that you put into place to try to ensure that you have a healthy um, outlook for interactions and maintaining sobriety. So, if you are an individual that's experiencing this, or maybe you're the partner who is seeking information about problematic sexual behavior, this is just a short explanation. I want to encourage you to seek out more information either through podcast, seeking out a therapist, either for individual or couple or both, possibly looking for books to read so you can get more information and look to see what kind of research is out there in the area of treatment. And, just in general, using some of these natural suggestions that I made about eating, sleeping, exercise, maintaining a support network, things like that. Well, if you are requesting any kind of additional information regarding questions, please feel free to contact me. I'm a certified sexual addiction therapist. I'm not providing any counseling, but I am willing to provide education and guidance. I truly believe that if a couple stands a chance of reunifying and correcting some of the damage that's been done, that it can happen, especially if both parties are interested in joining in a journey for healing. Thank you.